Hey you guys, it is your girl Mara, and you already know I appreciate you coming to kick it with your girl. As you can see, this video we are doing a chemical peel on my beautiful client. We're doing a modified Jessner peel, which is a little bit of a stronger peel. It's a level 3. So as you guys see, we are getting into the cleanse right now, but before we go any further, I want to show you guys the before and after. So I've been working with her for a few months now, and as you can see, she has tons of hyperpigmentation, a lot of scarring, a lot of breakouts, and so we decided to go chemical peel route to start clearing that up, and you can see the results. So now her skin looks absolutely amazing, such a big difference from that. But she's still suffering from some breakouts here and there, and you guys will see that area once I take the cleanser off. But it's normally around the cheeks, and I believe it is hormonal for her. So that is something definitely hard to combat, but we're trying to work together and see what products that she can use that will keep that at bay. That way she's getting her money's worth for these treatments and these peels. But oh my gosh, the difference is amazing. So yes, guys, we are just cleansing the skin right now. As I'm cleansing, I like to really just kind of feel for congestion, feel for any other kind of like imperfections or anything like that, some cystic things that may be going on, because it's just going to help me better assess what the next step should be for her. But we are removing the cleanser now, and you guys know I always do a double cleanse. I just really like for the skin to be nice and clean, because it just helps everything else work better, penetrate better, because if you're not getting those impurities, getting the dirt, getting the dead skin, the oils, if you're not getting that off of there, it's going to be hard for these products that we're going to be using to penetrate her skin, because that's going to be blocking everything. So I just really like to clean. Second cleanse is always a little bit more rigorous and thorough. Lots more scrubbing, lots more pressure, just to make sure we're getting everything super nice and clean. Also, if you guys see a little cameo of my son, he will be making an appearance throughout the video. I had to bring him with me on this date, so he'll be in and out. My little guy. But now we're prepping for microdermabrasion, and I just like to take gauze and some alcohol, and I'm just, of course, running that all over her skin. The alcohol is just drying the skin out. That way, when I do the microderm, it's really going to be able to go in and remove whatever dead skin is on there and not skip around or anything like that. It really just gets the job done, because if your skin is hydrated or has some kind of oil or moisture on it, it's just not going to exfoliate properly. So I always do alcohol first. So when we did the microderm on her, I went over her skin 2 times. So I did 2 passes with the microdermabrasion. And I did that because we're just going for a deeper peel this time. Now, mind you, we've been working on her skin, like I said, for months now. So it is very preconditioned and just very prepped for a deep peel like this. It's important to make sure that you have preconditioned skin when you're going in for chemical peels, because if not, you have the risk of getting chemical burns and other issues, and it could probably do more harm than good. So you definitely want to make sure you're going through a few rounds, maybe a month's worth of just some weekly facials, weekly pumpkin enzymes, just something to really go in and strengthen your skin. That way it can be ready for a deep peel like this. So this is the highlight of the video. So we're done with microderm, and now I'm taking the Permodality Modified Jessner Peel, and we're doing the first layer. So the Modified Jessner is not as strong as a Jessner. However, it can be just as effective if you layer it, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm taking this first layer. I just saturated some gauze with the peel, and I'm making sure I'm being firm as I am applying it to her face, because we really want to make sure that this is penetrating the skin. So I'm using a little bit of pressure here, but we're just rubbing that all over. And what we're going to do after that first layer is on is we give it a little bit of time to wait. We wait a little while because we need this to penetrate. We need it to get working. And also I need to see how her pain threshold is right now, because these peels are definitely they're something. They're very spicy, okay? And then you'll be able to see the changes in the skin here. So First layer is on. We're waiting for 10 minutes. I gave her that little fan because, like I said, it gets a little spicy, gets a little fiery on the skin. But as you can see on her forehead, it's already starting to get a little white, and that is what we call frosting. So when the skin starts to frost, that literally just means that it has penetrated really nicely. But the thing is, it's not blanching. It's frosting, but not blanching. So we're doing our second layer now. We waited our 10 minutes. Hey, little guy. So we waited our 10 minutes, and now I'm doing the second layer, and it's pretty much the same thing. Each time that you apply a layer, it increases the percentage of whatever level of ingredient is in there. So this Modified Jessner, it has some lactic acid, it has some salicylic, it's just a nice concoction of certain peels, certain ingredients. And so each time that I apply another layer, it increases the power of it by 5%, okay? So now we're here at the third layer, and this is going to be the final layer because we already did 2 passes of microderm, and that actually counts as layers as well, layers of exfoliation, because ultimately this is what that is. So we did the third layer. Now we're waiting our 10 minutes again, and so as you can see, that area around her cheek, that is where those blemishes and pimples were, that breakout that just came up. So from the looks of this, she's really not going to be able to, she's not going to have to worry about that too much longer, because you can see the peel has penetrated and worked. It has frosted. So now you see her face is completely frosted, it's white. Some of it will come off if I was able to remove it, but for the most part, the peel did its job, so that's how I know it's working. So I took some of that Permodality Long Island Iced Tea Peel and some of the Moisture Soothe moisturizer, and I just mixed it together. I could have put the Long Island on top by itself, but because we already went deep, we did 2 layers of microderm and we did 3 layers of this peel. I didn't want to overdo it, so I just mixed it with the moisturizer. That way it's still effective, but it's not going to be too much for her to handle. And so that's just a nice add-on, because the Long Island peel is a 15-15 of lactic acid and retinol. And it just helps to make everything penetrate more, but also helps the skin kind of calm down and relax a little bit as well. It's just the perfect finishing add-on at the end of a peel. So we're rubbing that in, You can see her skin is definitely frosted in that area. You see that? So those things are gonna go bye-bye for sure and peel right off. And yeah, you guys, again, that is what we've been working with from the very beginning, and those are her results after. So, you know, she's probably going to peel maybe either the next day or the day after that, maybe 2 days later. It just depends. But I can't wait to get the results and show you guys her progress, because this is awesome. But that's it. That's the video. If you guys have any questions, you already know to just leave a comment. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.